Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to Royal Flush. Once more. Of course, the usual starting off stuff. Once again, we have our guest Arlette with us, and we'll be unmuting the players really soon. But once again, shout out to our Patreon. We have a Patreon. Go to the Patreon. We just released last night the stats for the Berserker Goliath, the creature that Echoes of the Institute faced just the other day, so that you can use that for your home games and torment your players like I did and nearly TPK'd an entire campaign for the first time. Anyhow, we got that. If you want to support the channel and us, yeah, I have some plans for season 2s for all the groups that's slowly coming into fruition. But let us go over, and I hope you guys remember we're on push to talk, so let's jump over, say hello. Hi guys. You're unmuted.
Hello.
What did you almost do to the Echoes of Institute?
A Berserker Goliath.
God, okay.
Yeah, it nearly TPK'd them because the dev team made some inaccurate calculations. We did. That's our fault.
Oh,
So I turned off Threshold before they even figured out it was a problem, because I was like, yeah, they need to deal damage. But Melvin Schlickbottom, Trez's character, used an Intuit charge and blew it up from the inside to deal some massive damage. So, that's always good.
metal.
But yes, we are back. Let us do the thing that we always do, to put people on the spot and feel awkward about themselves. Nez, what happened last session?
It has always been me.
It has always been you.
I think this is rigged.
It might be, I don't know.
The gods. The
Well,
recap
it's not
gods
allowed
love
to be
you.
me, because my brain no work.
My brain no work.
Motherfucker barely remembers the Underdark because he wasn't there.
Last session was the start of our downtime sessions, in which case I do remember Muriel went off and talked to the council people of the trees. We also went to I'm going to shoot myself. Cassidy's? Oakley's?
Oakley's dad. You went to visit Oakley's dad, Price
Yes.
Everbrew, son of Bahamut. I mean, grandson of Bahamut.
We got a bunch of dragon lore, and then we went and talked to a dragon whose name I don't remember, but he looked like the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Therion.
Therion,
There it is.
One of Muriel's many surrogate fathers.
We also
debatable.
And
met-
Oakley's grandfather.
That is Oakley's grandfather, yes.
Yeah.
Lord Luxury was also there, which was great.
Yeah, totally not the same person.
Yeah.
Totally.
You've never seen them in the same room at the same time.
We also went and spoke to Raphael. We found out that there is an assassination plot going on that is definitely totally not going to cause a problem between Raphael and Gazcan, the two patrons of the party. So we'll see how that plays out.
Oh boy.
I know you said, we found out that there's an assassination plot going on. Meanwhile, Muriel just filing his nails. Oh, you're just finding that out now? It's only just happening for
Assassination
you?
plot on, to be fair, assassination plot on Theodore, who is Raphael's one of Raphael's investments.
Here's the thing. I absolutely know that, and Muriel knows that, but Muriel's just being a petty bastard.
We know.
Because of y'all are worried about getting assassinated? That's cute.
So not petty. Anyways.
But yeah, you guys took care of some of your downtime, and we have left, because we only did Muriel and Oakley, we have Baldric, Nez, and Maggie. So we're gonna roll. But first things first.
You're the realist?
No. Nez.
Nez.
During one of your nights of sleep, you are a little restless. You dream takes you to a vision of a hot metal cell claws desperately ripping against a sack of flesh as their body falls out of it, reborn. Days pass. The hands claw and gnaw at the ground, creating runes. Can you hear me, boy?
Hello?
You do not remember me. You who killed me.
I've
You
been around a
recognize
lot
this
of people who
voice
died.
as the voice of the Rakshasa Solus.
Yippee!
You took down my empress, but like her, I too cannot be so easily felled. I will escape this cell, and when I do, I will spend my every waking moment to ensure that you are punished, that you will suffer. I would have gone for your beloved and Elias had he not been on this world. The other far beyond on the rest of your allies off the continent as well. And not all you were attached to. So I've started small. And the vision clicks back and you see the hands over two heavily stabbed individuals. Who you would recognize as your parents. And do not worry, I did not kill them. It is much more fun to sever a spine or two and take from them the joys of walking on their own 2 feet. Especially in this dangerous land. Corruption.
I think you seem to be misremembering the situation. I helped take you down once, so if you want to claw your way out of here and try to start up trouble again, it's your funeral. I can keep this up, honestly, for the rest of my life.
But you have already bargained your soul. How long until Gazgan will come to collect?
Long enough for me to put you back where you belong.
Don't worry. I'm coming for you. I can take any form, any face. I can be the allies you care about amongst you. I can be the passerby on the street. So you best keep your eyes open, Blood of Asilitus.
I don't think he cares about any of us yet. I'm just gonna be real with that.
Yeah, and Ned's just kind of like thinking over it, like,
Don't worry. But when you least expect it, I will strike. And I might not be as strong as I was with the eye. But my new employers have given me a fair share of power.
Right. Well, hopefully it works out better for you than it did last time, so, get in line. I've got a lot of people swearing vengeance on me. It's just common ground now.
Damn, are you okay?
No.
And you'll wake
Yeah,
up
who hurt you, Ned?
in a cold sweat. Boy, this is serious. You hear from Gazgan.
I don't doubt that it's serious, but you need to
Solus-
fill me in a little bit.
Solus has broken out already.
Okay, that seems like a bigger problem. How did he do that?
It looks like in the time that he came back to his cell, he was drawing runes for his escape. Something else picked him up. Either his Empress again, even though I put up wards against her, or the Empress's son, Theric.
Right. Of course. Well, do you have any leads on it, or is he just out there like he's threatening me with?
He's beyond my sight. He put a doppelganger in his place. But I saw your dreams, and I had to check the cell.
Well, it's what I signed up to do, and Gala had, and you know, I'll get it done, and any sort of help that you could offer, Gaskin, well, I would be oh so gracious.
Nevertheless, we'll figure this out. But you should be careful. He can take the shape of anyone.
Alright, I will do.
I
Let
have
me
a
know if
question.
you find anything.
Yes?
I would do correct me if I'm wrong. Like this is both for you and for Garbo. I feel like it's safe to assume that Muriel and Nez are probably rooming together since they're, Reaper and Taylor partners. So my question is, if after this conversation, would it be possible for Muriel to have a little chat with Nez?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, if we're sharing rooms, I'd
Yeah.
probably... I have always told everyone what's happening, or at least somebody what's happening, so if we're
Yeah.
sharing rooms. Is that everything, Gaskin?
For now. We have big plans at this gala. I'm excited.
No, yeah, I can't wait. Truly.
I'm aware of what Raphael is intending. Let's just see what happens, but you have bigger fish to fry there.
Just let me know if you need me to do anything about it, and I will do what I can. Obviously, I don't fully understand your bad blood, but I guess I've already picked a side, haven't I?
He took from me everything. You'd understand.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call from Melvin. What? And it disconnects. Because, by the way, Melvin calls Gazgan his dad
Of course you did.
and pesters him with messages constantly.
What time would it be after waking up in the conversation?
Time really has no meaning here in Ifelia.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
But it would be more their version of morning for certain, so it's hard to tell what time it is outside.
Okay, I'd kind of like just sort of like take a second to myself, and then I'd probably like, hey, Muriel.
Oh, hi, yes, I'm... You look over, and he's just been, like, completely in the zone sewing that entire time.
You didn't sleep much either, did you?
Yes, I'm getting ready for preparations. By the way, can you stand up for a moment? I need to get your, the circumference of your bicep. Just, can you hold out your arm
Yeah.
for a moment?
He like
Thank
gets
you.
out of bed and kind of like stands there. I have some unfinished business with a previous job, and I guess the long and short of it is I'm going to have to go back to not really trusting anyone, not in my immediate vicinity.
That is, unfortunate, but, at the very least, and like Muriel's not looking at you, he's, just taking measurements and stuff. At the very least, you have you have two very good ways of identifying me, as far as, um, metaphysical illusory bullshit goes.
He's just staring at how you've just completely not taken your eyes off of Zoe and been like, yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, well, no, I'm here's the thing. I don't want you to think that I'm not listening. It's important to listen to one's partners. Um, I am hearing everything you're saying and I am running it through. My genuine suggestion is if you see someone that looks like me and you're not entirely certain, um, ask me if uh who I hate the most. And if I, seem to have an adverse reaction to trying to say her name, assuming I even get her name out in the first place, that's a good way to know that it's me. Option number two is, like it or not, being a Reaper and a Taylor duo, we are inherently linked. So, you know, threads of fate, death bullshit, the current, all that sort of ribbledy-rabble.
Of course. I
Um,
think you're onto something with some sort of code word or something that I should have with everybody, but
yes,
that'll be a conversation for later. We
yes.
have a lot going on.
Speaking of which, you look pale.
He's
I
always
Besides,
always
pale.
look pale.
yeah, okay, yes. Besides all that, I'm assuming you got to talk to the big green curmudgeon.
uh, you could call him that.
Yes.
He's not that bad, I think, when you get to know him. Out
Here's
of all the people in my head, he's been the nicest.
yeah. I'll like snip away some extra fabric from the sleeve that I was working on for Nez, and I'll just say, "That is excellent news to hear because I have a proposition for him. I have a plan, and I think you and him are pretty much the only two people that I can reliably talk to about it without risking being found out."
Right. Well, if
I'm
you
going to cast message, and I'm going to say in Nez's head, in my conversation where I zoned out for an hour or so, um, a suggestion was made to me by my mother's friends to steal away the power of uh, Miss Thing's soul. Whatever it is that she's wielding, I've done something similar before. I do not know how, I don't think I'll have enough power to do it at the gala, but I can amass more power and more skill. Um, but, um, my plan, and this is hoping that Gazgan is hearing this in your head and is able to sort of block this out, is to deny the risk of Raphael getting that power and doing whatever he wants with it.
all right, he says out loud.
So if you could, I'm hoping Gazgan being, yeah, and I'm still like in the message. I'm hoping Gazgan being able to fuddle about in your head is innately warding enough to, keep this from getting out there. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be very screwed when I accept this deal.
I gotta be honest, I'm not quite sure who has the most land in my head at the moment. What with Horu and Galahad and Gazgan, I'm not sure who could be listening to this. I'm just gonna hope for the best.
Well, shit. And here I was thinking I was being smart by not talking when Oakley was around.
He's just he has unfortunately like a very defeated smile on his face of like this is just what I live with.
I'll finish up the little trimming and then go back to sewing like the finishing touches on Nez's outfit before tossing it to him. And here you go.
Much appreciated.
Indeed. I can't have any of my partners not dress their best.
Right.
Oh,
Poor Nez. Jesus.
Baldric.
Yes.
During the night, you also are a bit restless. You've come into contact with quite a few individuals of... how's the best way to say it? Contradictory nature to the path you follow. The path of order and balance. Your sleep is a restless one. You walk out onto the... you walk out onto, like, the balcony of the common area that you were all staying in. Drag you away over here. And into a garden area. I'll bring you over. Great. Trouble sleeping? You have been through quite a lot since our last meeting. You
Really doesn't feel like that.
and you would
'Cause I
see...
wasn't here. Ha 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 ha.
Shush. No, I'm talking about overall, don't worry. And you see tending to one of the bushes right here. Kien.
A gay person.
They look at you. It has been some time, Baldric. Enough for you to evolve, not only once, but twice. Did you like my gift to you?
I'll snap out the wings and kind of like shift them around a bit. It's I'm gonna have to get used to that for sure.
It is definitely hard for many to understand that power. And by the way, for all of you, again, this is Kien. But I think you are doing as best as you can. However,
It's high praise coming from you.
I notice that you feel conflicted. I feel it within our bond. I feel the burden and emotion of all of my children. Yours is one of reluctance, of a faltered path. I sense that you wish to walk down two paths, but know you must choose one. Is this right?
Gotta be honest, I'm not entirely sure what the fuck you're talking about.
Perhaps you have not realized it yet. You have experienced much on your journey. You have put undead back in their proper place. You have seen the horrible truths of the man who is yet to destroy this land. The way he wishes to break death, that is major. Followers of God of Souls, the Matron of Ravens, and the Black Moon betrayed their gods. They captured and have enslaved the Spectre of Night. I warn you because he has not yet found you. They have controlled it to be their assassin, amongst the ones that have yet to attack you. You are fortunate to be here in Ivelia, in my home, where they cannot find you. You're protected from the scrying eye.
But once we're back out in the world, they'll be able to get us then.
Yes, not only the assassins of the Harbingers, new members that you have yet to meet, and the one you have previously slighted in killing the only friend he ever had.
That wasn't really my fault.
It is understandable. You were defending yourselves. You were doing the right thing I am not saying that Voltaire is a good person, but like us, even those with wicked hearts have people they love and cherish. And to take from one is to anger the soul. So he wishes revenge upon you all. He will find you eventually. But the specter of night is another threat. This is the pure incarnation of death, an old friend of mine, for he and his brother became the first Reapers. They are controlling him, allowing him to exist in more than one place. Crowd up, attempt to kill you, for if he kills you, you are permanently gone. No resurrection ritual would be able to bring you back, and to die at this time when the current master is yet to be there to maintain it. Dangerous indeed, my child. But I have a gift for you. You have
What is that?
to let you remember the path you walk, the path of balance, and the need to uphold it. Because one can be a righteous fellow while also dabbling in chaos. One can take the lives of evil and spare the lives of the innocent. One can heal a wound as quickly as they can cause one. I gift to you opportunity. You do not have to follow the domain of order. You may follow domain of balance, if you so desire. Strike out, contradict the odds. But other than that, a gift you can easily accept, as I know you like your shinies, is this. And they present to you, snapping their fingers, I'm so sorry, Cat. Underneath your coat, where there was once a vest, is a burnished copper breastplate that looks as if it were made of interlocking gears, and merchant scales are emblazoned
Gears
across
and scales? Are you trying to kill me?
No, not those kind of scales, Cat. Merchant scales. Like,
Merchants, you're covering me
What?
in merchant scales?
you are gifted the breastplate of balance.
Okay.
This armor, it's a breastplate. This armor has 4 charges. You can use the charges in the following ways. While wearing the armor, you can use Equalize. When you are a creature within 60 feet of yourself is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can expend 1 charge and take a reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage or disadvantage. This is for enemies and for allies. Expunge in balance. As a bonus action, you can expend 2 charges to cast the Lesser Restoration spell from the armor, and it gains 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn. But it weaves into your coat as well and makes it come like together in a weird amalgamation, and you kind of like touch at the breastplate because you're like used to wearing the vest, and you kind of like tug at it as if it's a vest, and it opens up and turns from the breastplate back into the vest, and when you click it back together, it turns into the breastplate. And he just chuckles. Sorry. It's a bit of a joke on the aesthetics, I apologize, but this is armor that I think you would greatly value.
Do I have to attune to it? I have to attune to it. Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm attuned to it.
And the other thing is, you now have access to the balance domain, which is a cleric domain that is basically, to every action there is an opposite and equal reaction. To light there is dark, to hot there is cold. These are the natural forces that hold the world in balance. So basically, you have the abilities to here's the biggest thing: balanced scales. I'm just gonna give you one thing because this might be the one that clicks you in there.
Okay.
Balanced scales. You are immune to the effects of advantage and disadvantage. Basically, creatures cannot have advantage on or disadvantage on attack rolls that target you.
Ooh.
That's just one of the
Okay.
abilities. There's a few. I need to port it and make some adjustments, but if that's something you would like to look at, I'll give you the link so you can read it, and then I'm gonna adjust it. And if you have any suggestions for adjustment, we can also
No,
go from there.
I like that. I think that'd be a cool mechanic that I can't have advantage or disadvantage against me. I think that'd be really fun,
Mhm.
actually.
I'll send you the link so you can read it in full, so that way you get an idea of what it does. But yeah, so I guess I'll prepare that in between sessions, and we'll basically what Kian will do now, if as you look at him and I assume accept the power,
Yes.
they will walk up and touch you on the nose. This power will take some time, but it will begin to bloom when you need it the most. AKA the Gala.
Got it. Heard.
And I'll be adding some other things to it just to spruce it up. But yeah, take a look at it and you'll have the balance domain as a cleric. But for now, my child, I wish you best of luck. I love you dearly, and I hope you continue your travels. And they'll kiss you on the cheek in a, patronly manner and leave. It's always wild to hang out with the creator of your whole species.
Yep.
The creator of the species is my god. But let's get into the nitty gritty, because Nez, you said you don't really have too much. I gave you your little crumbs, so you can join people for things, I assume, because you're a pretty cut and dry son of a gun.
I believe I will be joining Maggie and Muriel on a shopping trip.
Yeah.
Shopping.
So, Maggie, would you like to do?
Well, here with the group. This has been quite the time after spending most of her life alone, getting tossed into this group and all of the chaos that's following them. And with what it looks like we're going into, she's gonna have to get a little bit more prepared for that, because it's definitely different than what she's used to. So, with that in mind, she's gonna go talk to Cassidy and everyone else in the general area, I suppose.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Maggie.
Nez does not respond.
Yeah, it's not particularly a good morning, is it?
You always say that.
Well, just out of
I don't
curiosity.
always say that. Voice from beyond the stars.
God. Say that, God.
Just out of curiosity, is it always like this?
Yes.
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 More or less.
No, Muriel, no, don't lie, it definitely is.
Well, that's going to be an adjustment.
Hey, it could always get worse.
Yep.
I
And
slap
believe me-
Baldric. I slap Baldric on the upper arm.
Believe me, it will. Knowing us.
but it could also get better. So
That's also true.
everything has balance. Wink, wink, don't judge.
I immediately pat
I
him where
imagine
slapped
Baldric
him.
had like a 5-head moment, like when he went to bed after that talk and woke up with like enlightenment.
He cast
Well.
his Zenyatta ult.
And here's the thing, I also read that, Cat. That is a challenge because you no longer get advantage or disadvantage on anything, so you're just a pure character, which also means your sneak attacks are always just gonna pop off, I'm gonna say, to balance your
Hell
sneak
yeah.
attacks. Because, like, that's a good trait, because your other ability, Balancing Surge, because these are the things you get at first level, because, like, you lose the ability to gain advantage or disadvantage, Cat, you can give it to other people as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
So, like, it's a really good sacrificial class, because, like, later on, if, like, he were to get, like, if he was, like, to get to 17th level with Cleric, he would not be able to critically hit or be critted, but he could let other people crit. Like, stuff like that. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing. But, you know, that's, like, if we get to that level. Baldric's like, I am pure. I am pure. But
Meditating
yes.
under a waterfall.
So, I'm fairly used to doing my own thing. Being in a group is not something that's happened to me often. As such, I'm going to need to retool my kit, as it were. Would you happen to know anyone who, has any items of particular interest? Also, anyone who might be able to do magic tattoos. I'm looking to expand what I have.
I do know someone, but I'm pretty sure he's. Well, okay, I have two possible candidates. One is unfortunately out the last time I checked. Apparently, some reunion or some shit. I don't know. And the other one is more, let's say, a private individual, but we can go check in and see if she's available. I forgot the tattoo artist that gave us our Thornbound tattoos names.
Wow, you forgot the name of Ket's wife? Ugh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on.
Her name's Vanya.
Yeah, Vanya.
Yeah. So, yes, we can probably try to talk to the council and see if they can, I don't know, whoop, and it makes like a whoop noise and like a sort of snap to sort of imply teleportation over to her, or I don't know, we could try and check out and see if the sad guy who's supposed to be decoding my book is back.
I'm open to either one of those.
Yeah.
I will say, for, Salazar, he is going to be gone for a few days. But,
Yeah.
you can easily contact Vanya, and she would be able to give you a service for
Yeah.
magic tattoos.
Yeah, how do I just
Nez also knows someone who could give magic tattoos.
Cough, cough.
The red orc from, End's Gate.
Is he reach? Oh, I guess we're in.
They
where we're
take
at,
you
Yeah.
anywhere that you players have been. They can take you and they can bring them here. So if like you were like, "Hey, come here and like do tattoos for us," and you pay him, and he'd come out. Like that's money. That's money that they need in End's Gate.
Well,
I'll sort
there are
of,
tattoo options.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sort of slap my. Well, here's the thing. Like above board, I know Salazar's not available. Muriel's just being
Mm-hmm.
bitchy.
Mhm.
uh,
Really?
uh,
What? No.
yeah. Muriel's just gonna sort of tap the where the tattoo is on his stomach and just sort of be like, I forgot how to contact this. Vanya, is this how this works? I just sort of poke my tattoo and I put on a direct line to Thornbound.
This is Cassandra. What do you want?
Hello.
It's a direct line to Cassandra, not
Yeah,
to others. Yeah.
sorry about that. My, my
I
lady,
forgot
it's been a
Don't
while.
don't
I'm sorry.
fucking call me that. I'm busy over
Okay.
here in Vanheim. When are
Yeah.
you guys getting here?
Yeah, we're going to be getting there very, very soon. Can you get me in contact with Vanya? I've gotten. I look over at Maggie. Acquaintance that wants a magic tattoo done.
Yeah, let me just roll. Let me just see. I'll contact them. I'll
Is
get
it,
back to you.
wait, real quick. Is that chill? Like, is that a thing that we're allowed to do? I was given
I
the
mean, you have
impression
to
that,
pay full. You have to pay full
uh,
price, no discounts.
yeah, obviously she's going to have to pay full price. I
Oh
mean,
no. Okay,
this,
so like you disconnect, you wait for a response. Unfortunately,
Oh,
she's
boy.
busy on some other matters.
yeah, that makes sense.
So you're gonna have to
I
go
was,
with Nez's option.
yeah, all right.
Scary biker tattoo.
Tell her
It's not
and
scary.
tell her and our favorite little inventor that I hope they're well.
But yeah, you'll contact Alec.
Hey, I've got some people in need of tattoos. You free?
Because you'd be teleported to Ends Gate and like just into that room and be like, "What the fuck?"
Welcome to hell, everybody.
Okay. No, like they're just you, because he's gonna come with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm bringing him back.
Yeah,
Okay.
they would not survive a second in that atmosphere,
Yeah.
even in the filtered rooms. All right. This is a house call, so I'm gonna charge a little bit on the top.
Sure. Whatever you want. I'm not even sure what they're looking for myself. So
Okay.
see what you can do.
And yep. So Nez would come back with this individual. He would come back with a shirtless, ripped red orc, covered in burns,
Ooh.
stabs, tattoos, and other markings. Oh, who needs my services? I'm Alexander.
Muriel just sort of, my eye just twitches. Like that's really his name.
That would be me.
Interesting.
look
Hey,
at
I gotta
Bob.
be right back. I gotta give my cat his
Oh.
meds.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I can already smell some arcane ink on you.
I've picked some up along the way, yes.
Okay. What are you in the market for?
I'm looking at diversifying my skill sets. To that end, I'm looking at getting a skill rot tattoo. A spell rot tattoo. Rare variant.
I see. What magic? And he gets like his stuff set up. Like he pulls out this like rolled up like thing, and out of it like you see all these needles, utensils, arcane inks, as well as gem dust and the like. As a reminder, this man also offers, like many magic tattoo artists, gem dust tattoos that can raise your stats or give you resistance to a certain type of damage.
Looking for counterspell.
Here. I'll need to see what I'm working with. Show me your canvas.
And Maggie will take off the cloak and undo the outer jacket that she wears and display the barrier tattoo that she has across her back.
Yo, wait a second. You're a Nephilim.
I am indeed, yes.
I've seen one of your kind before.
That's not very common.
A cleric by the name of Yearlith. You're from the other star, aren't you?
I am, yes.
I imagine, like him, you don't know exactly what your planet is. You claim to have some fuzzy memories.
That is accurate, yes.
I've been to your planet. Once. About 70 years ago.
That must have been quite the story.
Yeah, you don't knock a day over 100.
Remember, long-lived races.
Yeah.
But interesting to see more of you. Quadrant duos. That is spelled like this. And all of you can hear this, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, aliens. I always thought they were a myth.
But anyhow, I digress. With the power of this spell, given what it does, it will take up the rest of your potential for ink. Any further than that, you risk your body cracking more than it already is. So, as I told you before in DMs, there is a limit. However, if you attempt to bypass that limit, it's the fuck around and find out territory. But easily enough, he will charge ballpark 1,500 for this. Given the given the nature of the enchantment, the rarity, and the spell put into it, it'll take some time and a few hours to do.
Alright.
Thank you.
Do you
Alright.
have enough to cover that, Maggie?
Yes.
Well, anyway, good to know, but I insist, and I'll fork over 1,500 gold.
Damn.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Characters
That's quite
characters
generous.
like, we got gold to burn. We stole from a casino.
And enjoy it.
All right, the obligatory make me a Constitution saving throw. With advantage, because this is not your first tattoo. You pass out.
Just like me the first time.
And
I
then
think I did too.
3 hours later, Alec will just walk out. I'm done. And you'll see Maggie limply walk over, cradling a very sore arm. From the fingertips to the base of the shoulder is what this tattoo covers. It wraps around the whole arm in runes and details. It is a all-encompassing tattoo. Like, he has taken up the palm, the back of hand, fingertips, fingers, everything.
Look like shit.
but the tattoo is very impressive. Nigh, better than Vanya's work.
Seething.
Ah, well, it's been a while since I've gotten one of those. Always quite
Looks
the
like it.
experience.
The enchantment will take hold within a rest or two. So a long rest, you'll get the ability to use it. I kind of like for something like that, I flavor it as the spell kind of taking hold into your body. But take care. And he'll go with Nez, and he'll say, if any of you need any tattoos, he'll pass a sending stone out to Nez. Call me again. I'll show you the work I learned in Duos.
Thank you for your service, and good luck out there.
And Maggie, you wanted to go shopping.
Oh, yes. Well, now that that's taken care of, I don't suppose you would know any place to. Well, I serve mostly as a blade, and while I am very good at that, given that I'm working in a group now, I might need to expand my arsenal a bit.
Well, there's two options that I see is the market district of Vanheim, which we're going to be going there before long, if you don't mind waiting, or alternatively, we could see if we can locate Prince Dubois or a Lord Luxury Emporium.
Hmm.
And then, of course, in Aetherius, there's the Risen Phoenix. There is the Risen Phoenix, of course, Lord Luxuries, Dubois Cabinet, and you guys should have access to the Hidden Star Fence as well. Just the
Yeah.
black mark. And then you
Yeah.
also know of Cerna's little shop back at home, Muriel.
Yeah. Let me ask, what exactly is it that you're in search for?
That is a fantastic question. I am not entirely sure. As I mentioned, I usually work alone, so anything
Okay.
that could help support the group, I suppose.
All right. Why don't we make a couple stops? Well, my hometown is currently through the ringer. They could use some gold in circulation, so we'll go visit the shop there. Then after that, we'll hit up. Um, I'll flip a coin, heads or tails, to decide between. Actually, Muriel will be like, actually, uh, even though a lot of his shops are kind of handled by little dolls, he's kind of going through it at the moment. Let's hit up Prince instead of Lord Luxury. Um, and then to round things off, we'll go to the I'll look over at Cassidy. What was it? The picket fence?
Hidden Star Fence.
Yeah, the hit. Yeah,
Star Fence, yeah.
yeah, that one. We'll hit up the hidden star fence. So,
Right. Quick, Maggie, what kind of weapons do you use?
Oh, well, And Maggie's going to reach back and grab a handle that's sheathed behind her cloak and pull out a very interesting weapon, currently collapsed, but as she flicks her wrist, it extends into the shape of a glaive, a very interesting glaive.
it's also a gun.
Ooh, do you want a blood axe? I kind of have.
I'm rather partial to what I have, if you don't mind.
It's
Though I do
whatever.
appreciate it.
It's not stealing anyway, so it's fine.
You already got a cool axe. So,
Yeah, it's time to try and get rid of the blood axe. I don't need it.
you're going to head to, hold on, I need to look up the name of it. Cerna's Sundries and Apartments.
Yes.
Okay. Who's going? Maggie,
Me.
Muriel.
Nez will follow along as well.
Yeah, fuck it,
Cassidy,
I-
would you like to join us?
Sure, I ain't got nothing better to do today. Travel trip it is.
Baldric, Oakley, how are you feeling?
I'm gonna stay here. I need to mentally prepare for the gala.
Yes, you also need to make sure. You also need to make sure that the garments that I left you and Ricky still fit.
Right.
Right.
Ricky?
I've seen the wine you've been drinking, Oakley.
okay, I get it. But yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna sit this one out if you guys don't mind.
Fair enough. Take care, both of you. We should be back soon enough.
Where are you going?
They're going back to Green
Shopping.
Glen to go shopping.
And
Oh,
then we're
I'll
going.
come.
And then.
Gotcha.
I think I wanna get rid of one of my rings.
Yeah, we're going to Green Glen, then Prince's shop, and then we're going to the black market.
Or the choker of disguise. I think I'm gonna
The
get rid
black
of the
market.
choker of disguise. I need to get rid of something. I've got too many things.
I just sort of look up at Baldric for a moment, and then I'm going to walk around behind him and just very quickly, like almost blink and you miss it, slash 2 slots into the back of his vest and shirt, and then immediately cast mending to make some wing holes.
Oh, you already
Yeah.
did that last session. You did
Oh, I
that.
didn't
You did
remember.
that in the. You did that in the Everglow.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Okay, never mind.
All good.
Yeah, I guess I just like stare at
You maybe it was
Baldric.
well. You probably did like a quick fix, so now you're going in
Yeah.
and doing the detailed work.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
gonna have to update his token eventually, Nakura.
Well, I just gave you a whole new breastplate to put on your character, so.
I stare at Baldric, admiring my handiwork on a handsome man for an uncomfortably long time.
Anyhow.
Oh, good. I know I'm gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. Knock, knock, knock.
Alright, 1 second. I need to roll something.
Everyone in Green Glen's dead.
No. The door says open, like the sign says open.
Okay, so 30s mean good. Got it. Good. Walk on in. Hello? Is there like a little bell on the counter?
Yeah.
I'll ding it.
Ding, ding, ding. A moment passes.
Immediately my
Guess what? And she pops up from underneath there. Coming from the reminder, she has a little extra dimensional hole
Yeah.
cellar.
That-
She pops
I
up.
wanna-
Guess what?
I want to let you know the scream was 100% in character.
Good. But you would all once again see Cerna de Fontaine.
Just holding my chest, hand on like the hilt of my needle. Why
Oh.
do you always do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
I was
That was
taking
fun.
care of some things. I'm getting ready for a big event tomorrow.
Of
Muriel's
course,
dead. Sorry.
of course, you're also going to be there. Why wouldn't you be?
I have
Oh.
good
Has a heart.
connections.
I.
And I must represent my father where and when I can, given
Yeah,
his
you have.
limited
you-
movement.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, my dear friend. I do not know if the connection that to that is good, but that remains to be seen. Anyway, my friend Maggie
I assure
here
you, my
wants.
father is an upstanding individual.
I don't doubt you or your father, Miss Fontaine. You know that. Maggie here wants to do some business, and I thought some gold circulating in Green Glen would help with restoration efforts.
I mean, sure. She's totally not gonna take the gold for herself, some personally owned store.
Yeah.
Hello there.
A Nephilim.
Hmm. It's very interesting that I keep meeting people who know that.
Well, when these individuals travel in circles of knowing individuals, it's not hard.
It's okay, Maggie. We run into a lot of weird people who tend to know a lot of things about us that we don't even know about ourselves, so them picking up on your immaculately strange vibes is, not unheard of.
I am starting to get that impression, yes.
Yes.
But what can I do for you? As most of you know, I'm just a humble general store saleswoman.
Oh, of course. We all know this.
Well, I don't know this.
Well, now you do.
Good to know. So, what exactly, do you have in your general store?
I have leathers, I have firearms, ammunitions, but I also have some specialty items in the cellar.
That sounds fun.
And she just looks at you knowingly. What are you looking for?
Ah, I'm a bit overspecialized. Been sticking to the one thing for a very long time now. Looking for something a bit different. Given that we're likely to walk into a very big mess soon, at least that's the impression I get, um, anything that you think might be very helpful would be appreciated.
You seem like one who wishes to support, yet focus their abilities in battle.
That is accurate.
I might have something. Just a moment. And she will go into the cellar. Remember to be on push to talk, y'all. Or like mute yourselves in between talking. Second. And she'll come back up here, and she's carrying a large, long case. I have this from my ventures over in Valhalla, the land of the giants. It might pique your interest, it might not. but it's a good item all the same. And I think it's always necessary for one to leave their comfort zone. And she will pull, like, click it, click, click, and open it up, and you see this. You see a warhammer. It is a bit, the wood is a bit chipped and clicked in a few places, but there are these purple gems inlaid throughout it, and there is a rune on the end of the hammer, and the whole thing itself is like rusted, chipped. Oh, I like that it does that now for handouts. I did not notice that. But it radiates this giant magic. This is a hammer of runic focus. Very useful. You can quite literally leave it on the ground and let it do its thing while you focus on other things. So, the hammer has 3 charges. As a bonus action, you can expend 1 charge and slam this hammer on the ground, creating a 15-foot radius circle of glowing runes centered on the point of impact. While you're inside that area, the hammer glows with matching runes, and you gain a +3 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls made with this hammer. The circle disappears after 1 minute. And here's what I will also say is she has empowered it so that when that radius is activated, if people are in there, they have a +3 bonus to attack and damage.
That's certainly something, isn't it?
Indeed. Many of the items from Valhalla often are.
And how much would you like for this?
3,500.
If you need money, I can give you money.
Same.
I'll keep that in mind. For now, though, I have enough to cover it. I think this might come in use fairly soon. Thank you.
Are certain. And if you ever want to talk business, make some deals, always open for business.
I'll also be keeping that in mind for the future.
I'm sure we will see each other at the gala. We can talk a little bit more there.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. Mute in between talking.
Sorry.
You're good. And she will just look at you all. Is there anything else anyone would like? By the way, looks at Cassidy. Your blood has come in very handy, allowing me to finish up a pet project. I was able to see a vision in it. It's interesting. But also, your other friend came through here needing some help. Veloctor, was it? I can safely say they're under my employ now, and I've never had a harder worker than them. So thank you for that. Does anyone else have anything that they would like to get from Cerna, or would you like to move to Prince's shop?
I'm ready to head to Prince.
All right.
Same here.
Yeah.
Second. you would make your way to Dubois' cabinet, and you would see waiting at the entryway Prince Dubois, eagerly awaiting your arrival. Ah, my friend, it is good to see you. And you bring a new guest with you.
Good to see you as well, Prince. I trust you've been making preparations as well.
For what? Oh, the gala, yes. I have been, very slowly.
I don't suppose you need any outfits touched up by any means.
No, I am quite well. Collection of suits at my disposal.
Indeed.
And unfortunately, my brother will be there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already heard that from him himself. We ran into him recently.
You did? Interesting.
And he's as irritating as ever.
You mustn't fault him too much. He is chaotic for a reason. But, I assure you, it is the trait he gets from our mother, not our father. In all honesty, I have more taken after my father than I care to admit.
Okay, so I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I would like to clear the air. I didn't trust you at first, and that's because you have a very particular and familiar energy about you. If you are, I don't know if you're able to catch my drift, but
Are you
that's about
talking about the fate magic that flows throughout me?
yes, that would be the case.
I see. You may have mistaken it for fateless magic.
It's not, I don't know. It's rather the idea of trying to figure out how to say this without, starting to vomit blood on your nice shop. Our esteemed host, similar.
Well, certainly makes sense. Though I'm surprised you have not realized it. Fateless magic, fate magic, and the current threads are all the same magic. It all comes from the same place at the end of the day. I myself am a fate cleric. So,
The fucking astronaut meme. It's all the current, always has been.
though I'm not surprised you've recognized some of that energy within me. It's what fuels me. It is also my sister's domain, so best to work with it.
Have we met your sister before?
Taps the symbol, taps the holy symbol on his hat. The holy symbol of Etro.
Ah. Huh.
We are at the stage in our relationship where this is something I can divulge to you. Me and Etro are sisters. Siblings. Veneer is also. So the three of us are siblings. We share the same mother.
I look over at Baldric. I look over. I think back to the doctor, and I just sort of blurt out, does every man I catch feelings for have some sort of weird shit going on? Is that just my track record now?
And something clicks with you, Muriel. You had a conversation recently with a man known as Eli King,
Yes.
who mentioned a falling out with the head of their coven, the mother, and a decision she had made regarding her children being the key reason for the falling out. And you're like, wait. Because Eli also mentioned Etro
Yeah.
pushing back against her.
By any chance, um, did you get ousted from a coven recently?
No,
No.
my mother had.
Sh- What? Just big ass gasp. She what?
My mother is simply known as the Mother. She is a dangerous hag, and I warn you all as I see you as friends. If you ever come across her, a woman with pink hair. Yes.
Different woman.
Long
Oh, no.
pink hair, tanned skin. Nez, you recognize an individual of that description. At Endsgate, there was a nurse
Right. Yep.
that was in the medical wing. That was definitely a weird individual. Where is she? Because she showed up once. I remember that much. Let me see. Look, shopping also goes as lore now to keep everyone alive.
Lore shop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, duh, let me look at my notes.
Were they not around at the time of Cerato's? Trying to think of when they popped up.
They were around for most of that. I'm just trying to double check. I know I showed her all. Here for you kids. Because this will probably click the bell for you, Nez. So we're getting there. Sorry. Yeah. But you remember seeing a woman who looked like this. That was tending to Revis.
Oh.
I mean, no, Rohan. Was tending to Rohan in particular. And then when you guys turned around, he was gone.
That's not at all suspicious.
She didn't have a whole part to play in helping the eyes get stolen. But I warn you, if you ever see a woman of her ilk, stay as far away as possible. Mischief and trauma is bound to follow.
I tend to not trust pink-haired women on principle.
But nevertheless, you've come here to shop, and I do have the possible offerings to condense your inventories.
Yes. I don't suppose you're going to be willing to accept, scrap by any chance?
Not scrap that can be used for crafting, or go to the Risen Phoenix, or Lord Luxuries, and you should be able to craft finely, or your good friend Ilonis, if he is not busy, given he is a busy man.
I just sort of make a face when he mentions,
Ilonis.
yeah. Just,
But let's start with your new ally. What can I do for
Ah, a fantastic question. Again. Well, I have the a problem of being a bit over-specialized.
you?
I'm not entirely used to working in groups, so it's a bit of an adjustment.
As it can be.
I can handle myself fairly well most of the time, but I'm looking for things that can help support the group as a whole and mm, keep everyone safe should the moment arise.
Such things are definitely difficult to work with.
I'd like to rescind my previous statement. There's only 2 pink-haired women that I trust.
Hmm.
I do not elaborate further.
But, it is a bit difficult to find an item of such specific use. I more so specialize in... Well, there is one item I can think of. It's a little bit... silly.
Oh?
Any...
Well,
Pangu, bring out the cauldron. Yeah, they'll probably... Just back out, rolling out a cauldron. This. It is a green, copper but green cauldron. It's 4 feet wide and it has a mouth of 3.5 diameter, and it's a 50-pound gallon. On the sides, embossed are images of satyrs and nymphs holding ladles. It has side handles and 5 little clawed feet to keep it from tipping. This is a cauldron of plenty. A more social item that can still keep the group fed and not have to worry.
huh.
I'd say nothing helps group bond and recuperate healthy meal.
Oh, that's certainly practical. How much is the asking price on that?
For you, I would offer this for 500 gold.
That's not bad. And convenient, too. Well, alright then. I suppose I'll go ahead and take it.
Then you may have it. I think it will irk my mother quite a bit to notice one of her cauldrons is missing. Motherfucker sold his mom's cauldron.
A deal is a deal.
Based.
Alright, Nakra, I sent you the art.
Okay. He shoots me with a gun. Hell yeah. That's good. I'll change that in between sessions. And for the rest of you, items I have on the list for condensing are as follows. Mistral Mantle. Ring of Amity. A Netherese Ring of Protection. Bell Branch. Kieran's Tentacle Whip. Opal of the Ild rune. A crystal greatsword. Sage's signet, the bear. Ruby weave gem. Bloodshed double-bladed scimitar. And boots of the vigilant. And an interesting pair of scissors.
All right.
Uh,
Prunes, can you...
And these are fate cutter shears.
All right, Prunes, can you give me some information on those scissors and the Netherese ring of protection?
One moment. I still have a couple more things. There are some decent options put on here for as many people as I can. For our gunslinger.
Ooh.
One second. One or two more. So just gotta make sure I'm getting them properly. Okay, well. Yep. A Fool's Blade. And another one that stands out to you, Muriel.
Oh. Ooh.
And here we go. And Oakley, you can participate in this as well. Like, you can just, like, from where you are, you can do stuff.
Okay.
And... Alright, these are the last of them. So, Muriel, you were interested in the scissors, in the
Netherese
ring
of
and the
protection.
mask.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start with the mask.
The Bell Branch is also interesting by name alone.
So here's the mask. Firstly, I'll show you what it looks like.
Ooh. Gaudy, I love it.
And it is very powerful, very pricey. But you would count because you're a charisma caster as a tailor, so you could attune to it. This colorful Harlequin domino mask is edged with pearls. While wearing this mask, you gain the following benefits: charismatic focus, You get a +3 bonus to any spell attack rolls and spell saving throw DCs that use Charisma as the spell casting ability. Marvelous Escape. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, you can use reaction to disappear in a puff of smoke and colorful sparkles. You take no damage and instead teleport along with anything you are wearing and carrying to an unoccupied space you can see. You can only use this once per dawn. Topsy-turvy. When you roll a 1 on a d20, you can treat the roll as if you rolled a natural 20 instead. And it's also once per dawn.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's nothing special.
Also, I don't see anything of. Okay, never mind. I read the tiny text. Never mind. Yeah, I'm still getting it.
The Netherese Ring of Protection. For all. This is it is a ring of protection, but in addition, it is made from a piece of netherese. It has the added property of making the wearer less likely to drop or lose anything held in the hand the ring is on. The wearer receives a +4 bonus to saving throws or checks made to avoid dropping or being disarmed of any item held in that hand.
What is the base stats of a ring of protection?
+1. So like it's a +1
Okay.
AC, +1 to saving throws. Fate Cutter Shears. These blades of pruning shears bear many nicks and dents, but still cut cleanly. They function as a magic dagger. The weapon has the following properties. Ever sharp. They take an 1d6 extra force damage and sever threads. When you hit a creature with the shears, you can cut that creature's fate. Until the target finishes a long rest, attack rolls score against it score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 on the d20 property. It's a once per dawn.
Yep, immediately taking that out.
Right, and the rest of you, because we'll go down the line, because I think you found like your 2 main items you're interested in, and we'll go over like trade equivalents or costs, because you can buy and trade to get these.
Yeah.
So let's go Maggie. Aside from the cauldron, is there anything else you're interested in?
Oh, there's plenty of super shiny, pretty things here, but at the moment, I'm not sure. I might hold off because anything I get, I would have to borrow for, and I might see something else I want later.
Very fair.
I have so much money I'm not gonna spend. Please let me buy you things.
Same.
All right, so let's loop back around to Maggie. Let's go to Baldric. Is there anything that interests you here? Like that you want me to tell you what it does? Because you've got names, you don't know what things do. That double-bladed scimitar is pretty...
No, I was gonna look at that.
You can. You guys have options.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have to make sure you're proficient with double-bladed scimitars, though.
I don't know.
The Ring of Amity do?
Ring of Amity. That's a good one for you. The Ring of Amity. It is carved from hematite, and it bears the engraving of the Friend rune. When you first attune to this ring, you can touch one willing creature and form a magical bond between the two of you. While this bond lasts, whenever you are subjected to a spell or magical effect that restores hit points, the bonded creature also receives the benefits of the spell effect. You can bond with a different creature whenever you finish a long rest, provided that you can touch the creature and they're willing. A creature can benefit from only one Ring of Amity's bond at a time. The bond ends if either the creature travels to a different plane of existence, or if you bond with a different creature at the end of a long rest, or you sever it as a bonus action. Invoking the rune. When the bonded creature hits a target with an attack roll, you can use your bond to use your reaction to invoke the ring's rune if you are within 60 feet of the bonded creature. That hit is turned into a critical hit. Once you do that, that cannot be used again until next dawn. So, that's also a very good item for you, Baldric.
How much is it?
These are for trade. These are very pricey. Outside of that, if you have anything you would like to trade. But if you have one singular thing of trade, we can talk a price of 3,050 gold pieces.
I'd rather just pay the gold.
Very well.
3,050,
50.
3,500.
3,050. I plan to make you guys condense items. So far fails with Baldric.
I don't want to. I don't want to get rid of anything. I just want to keep adding.
Okay. Anything else? I will say I'm probably gonna limit it to a certain number because like everyone else has things they might be interested in.
Oh, that's the only thing I wanted.
Okay, cool. Look, it works out. So you may add the Ring of Amity to your inventory.
I mean, I guess I can give him I have +1 splint armor that I'm not allowed to wear anymore.
You can give that to him, yeah, because you have your new cool armor.
Yeah. So I'll give him the splint armor and just take it out of my inventory.
Yep, he'll take that, and that'll actually dock it off 1,050, so only 2,000.
Okay.
Cassidy.
Let's see. The Opal of the Lid Rune, Ruby Weave Gem, and the Bloodseeker ammunition.
Alright, Bloodsinker ammunition is pretty good. Any creature that is missing hit points, when you shoot them with this Bloodsinker ammunition, you have advantage. And
hell
this
yeah.
comes with 20 rounds. The Opal of the Ildrune is a triangular fire opal. Ignite. As an action, you can ignite an object within 10 feet of you. It must be flammable. Fire's Friend. You have resistance to cold damage. Fire Tamer. As an action, you can extinguish any open flame in front of you. You choose how much fire to extinguish. Gift of Flame. You can transfer the opal's magic to a non-weapon magical item, a weapon, or suit of armor by tracing the Ildrune there with your finger. The transfer takes 8 hours of work and requires the two items to be within 5 feet. At the end, the opal is destroyed and the rune appears in red on the chosen item, which gains a benefit based on its form. Weapon. It is now an uncommon magic weapon, and it deals 1d6 fire damage to any target it hits. Armor. The armor is now rare and requires attunement. You have resistance to cold damage while wearing the armor. And what was the other item? Ruby Weave.
Gem.
It is a spellcasting focus. Requires attunement by a spellcaster, but I'll read it out. Has free charges. When you cast a spell while holding this gem, you can expend up to free charges. Ignore the spell's material components with a gold piece cost up to 500 GP per charge expended. Basically, you could get a free Revivify. When you finish a long rest, choose a spell from any class list. The spell you choose must be of a level you can cast. You know it and can cast it with your spell slot until the end of your long rest. It's a good item for bards, tailors,
Yeah.
masters.
Cough.
Nudge, nudge,
Hey.
wink, wonk.
The Opal of Lid Rune so I have to put it on a weapon or
You don't
or
have to.
armor?
You can just use it as the opal.
Okay.
It's if you want to do that, you can put that on armor and make it cold
Does
resistant.
the Opal itself require attunement, or
Yes, the opal requires attunement.
Never
Can
mind.
you can you display that in the chat?
Give me 1 sec.
Thank you.
Now, if you did the armor, you guys, I gave you extra attunement slots. What the fuck?
I have a lot of shit.
Now, if you did the armor, or like if you did the armor thing, because you don't have any magical armor, I don't think. I would say it does not.
Like,
I would say it does not. It would not cost you attunement.
okay.
I would say it would be a simple +1, like +2 armor with resistance to cold damage, and you wouldn't have to attune to the armor if you did do that for that specific thing. But that's all the deets for it. Yeah. So I assume you're definitely gonna get the Bloodseeker ammunition, right?
Oh yeah.
Are you going to trade or are you going to buy?
How much can I get with the blood axe?
Blood Axe, you can get 80 Bloodseeker ammunition bullets.
I will take it.
Awesome. Anything else that catches your fancy?
I might go ahead and grab the opal just in case, because it never hurts to have for future reference, for future use.
Plus, you can spread it amongst the group too, like if you need to. Because like some of these are also items that benefit the whole group. So,
Yeah.
for the opal, you can buy that for 500 gold.
I'll take it.
All right, Nez.
Hi, I also don't have attunement slots. And there's not really anything I see other than the Mistral Mantle.
Mistral Mantle. Very good ask. It does this. It's really fucking cool. This thick fur-lined cloak has the frost rune stitched on the hem in silvery blue thread. Frigid wind swirls around the cloak regardless of the weather. While wearing this cloak, you have resistance to cold damage. Additionally, whenever you move within 5 feet of a creature, it can cause the cloak's cold wind to buffet the creature. They must succeed on a dex save, which I'll actually say is your spell save DC, or take 1d6 cold damage and have the prone condition. The creature can only be affected by the mantle only once during a turn. Invoking the rune. As an action, you can invoke the mantle's rune to cast the Sleet Storm spell, also your spell save DC, with it. When you use the mantle to cast the spell, the area of the spell isn't difficult terrain for you, and you can see through the storm, ignoring the normal penalties of a heavily obscured area. Very good item for a Reaper.
Now, if only I had another attunement slot.
What are you attuned to? What is so important?
I have an Amulet of Devout +2, which gives me a
Fair.
18 spell save. The Shield of Retribution, which is giving me hella AC. My weapon is attunement. And then my Armor of the Blackmorn.
True, but no, you can always swap items.
I could.
Like you can swap between items on rests. Like that is still allowed. And like there's also quick attune.
Right.
Let me see what you got.
I will trade because I have my Nebula Mantle.
That's true.
I would be willing to trade for the Mistral Mantle.
That is a good trade.
Because boy howdy, what a read on that item. So I'll take the easier to read, easier to use item.
Very well. So we'll trade that for the Mistral Mantle. Anything else that catches your fancy?
No. The Ring of Amity was the only other thing, and we got that taken care of. So
Oakley,
So I.
you're in the
want-
Zoom call, the fantasy Zoom call.
the fantasy Zoom call, yes. What is? Can you tell me about the scimitars as well as the? Is that Dern's tentacle whip?
Dern's
Yeah.
tentacle whip. Okay, so the bloodshed blade double scimitar is a bloodshed blade. So here, firstly, are you proficient with double-bladed scimitars?
Oh, where could I check that?
What weapons are you proficient with?
On your character sheet, left hand side, under like your senses, you'll see like your armor, weapons, and tools and languages.
Crossbow, hand, longsword, rapier, short sword, simple weapons, and whips. Whips, yes. Sorry.
So a double-bladed scimitar. Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you proficient with finesse weapons?
I don't see that on here. It just says rapiers and short swords and long swords and crossbows.
You are not proficient with double-bladed scimitars.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I am.
It is a
proficient with
martial
short-
weapon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't have any martial on here.
Yeah, you're not proficient with martial weapons, only simples. But you were interested in Dern's tentacle whip?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to... This long whip-like strand of tough muscle bears a sharp stinger at one end. To attune to the symbiotic weapon, you wrap the whip around your wrist for the entire attunement period, during which the whip painfully embeds its tendrils into your arm. You get a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this whip, but attack rolls against aberrations with this whip have disadvantage. A creature hit by this weapon takes an extra 1d6 psychic damage. When you roll a critical hit, the target is stunned to the end of their next turn. As a bonus action, you can sheath the whip by causing it to retract into your arm, or draw the whip out of your arm again. Symbiotic nature, the whip cannot be removed from you while you are attuned to it, and you can't voluntarily end your attunement to it. If you are targeted by a spell that ends a curse, your attunement to the weapon ends, and it detaches from you.
What are aberrations?
Aberrations are basically aliens.
Are aberrations?
Like mind
Oh,
flayers
yeah.
and stuff.
Okay,
Mind
yes.
players,
Okay.
holders,
Yep.
anything with multiple eyes and tentacles.
Yep.
Hmm. I'm just looking over the list one more time just to see something. The Thunderblast is a gun, right?
The Thunderblast is a gun.
Can I
You are
hear what
not
that
proficient
does?
with this gun.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not these guns. You're proficient with pistols. Blunderbusses. There is a bow of melodies.
Yeah, I'll hear what that does.
Oakley shooting for the stars. Now here's the thing too, Oakley. If you take Pact the Blade as your pact, you can be proficient with weapons you are not proficient with. Just saying.
Oh.
So the bow of melodies, I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Ooh.
It's a harp bow. The bow has multiple strings that resemble a lyre or a sharp small harp. By strumming the strings while setting an arrow to the bow, you can imbue the bow with the arrow with magic. You can play one of the following melodies when you use the bow to make a ranged attack. Melody of Precision. If you are proficient in performance, you get a +1 bonus to the attack roll. If you have expertise, +2 instead. Melody of Reverberation. Reverberation. The melody you strum echoes loudly. On a hit, the target takes an extra thunder damage equal to your charisma modifier. This would be a very good weapon for you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, what would you like to trade for it?
I would like to trade the witch's ring.
Witch's ring?
Because
Alright, you're gonna have to add some gold to it then, because different rarities. So with the witch's ring, that makes the cost 2,000 gold for a melody longbow of melodies, which I would recommend is the one you get.
2,000, you said?
2,000. Yep.
Okay. And I'll send that over.
Yep, you'll be able to add it to your inventory.
Longbow melody. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope. I think I'm good with the bow.
Alright, we're gonna go to Maggie and then we'll loop back to Muriel. You gotta go?
I have to go.
All good?
Bye-bye.
Maggie,
Okay.
what
Alright.
items strike your fancy? If there are any of them, so I just want to check back in.
Gonna check the Sage Signet.
Sage's Signet of the Bear. Well. Alrighty, this is the Sage Signet of the Bear. This gilded ring bears a beautiful engraving and is imbued with the powers of keen wisdom and foresight. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to cast the augury spell for the ring. Once you do it, you cannot cast the spell until dawn. While wearing the Sage's Signet, you can cast, enlarge, and reduce, and polymorph once each from the ring using your intelligence as the spellcasting ability. This requires you to be a spellcaster to use. But it is a very good item for buffs for mages to give out to people.
Not me, but someone else maybe.
Mm-hmm. Anything else that strikes your fancy at this time?
I'm good for now. We'll
Right.
see what the next place has.
Muriel.
Hi. Yeah. Um, so I'm gonna ask you this as the DM because I trust your input. Do you think it would be worth it for me to trade out my Weaver's Hoop and Witch's Ring in return for the Netherese Ring of Protection with as much mileage as I tend to get out of the Spider Climb from the Weaver's Hoop?
Yes, I would say so.
Alright.
Because that also makes sure you get a +1 to your saving throws and AC, and you are harder to disarm. It's a very good utility item.
Yeah. Alright, I will do that.
I'll add that to your
I
inventory.
will also get rid of my Cloak of Displacement in favor of the Jester's Mask.
Are you certain?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't really done anything.
You
with
do,
the Cloak
well,
of
here's the thing.
Displacement.
The cloak is displacement. You don't have to do anything. It's always I have disadvantage on attacks against you until I hit you.
That's fair, but I also have like the Garb of Uriel for that.
Well, that's
which-
Sanctuary, and once Sanctuary breaks, it's gone for the...
That's
It's up to
fair
you.
enough. Yeah, it's just it's hard for me to like because everything I have is really fucking good, and it makes me not want to get rid of it.
Well, you could trade the Garb of Uriel, which would not do anything, because, like, it's got stuff in there that protects you, but I will say the Cloak of Displacement does better at protecting you. So if you traded the Garb of Uriel for that, and that's not going to get you any bad points with Mama, because Prince knows Mama.
Okay, that was my concern. Is that
You're
would
free
get
to
me-
do with the gifts that Mama gives as you want. Like, she's
Okay.
never going to fault you for it. So I would say
Okay.
trade the Garb of Uriel for the Jester's Mask, and you're going to have to
Okay.
put in a little bit of gold because it is a powerful item. It is the first legendary you will get, probably the
Yeah.
only one you will get for a while.
How much gold?
Well, let's see. Let's see what you got. Let's pop open the hood. Alright. Oh, yeah, you have it. Because you're trading in the Garb of Uriel, only 20,000 gold.
Okay.
So you'll have 1,000 something remaining up.
Yeah. And I definitely I think this is going to, because we're consolidating stuff. I think this is actually going to bring me down to where I have at least one open attunement slot. So I think because
You have four,
I'm
because you have 4 attunement slots. Yeah,
yeah. So I'm using I'm trading in the Garb of Uriel for the Jester's Mask.
the Weaver's Hoop as
So
well.
yeah. So that's 3. I don't think I'm actively attuned to the Phantom Cutters, nor do I actually think they take attunement. Now that
They
I'm
do not
looking
take
at it.
attunement. No.
Okay, yeah. In that case, give me those fucking Fate Scissors.
Okay. I'm gonna type
Um,
these out for me.
Yeah.
Fate Cutters, Jester Mask, Threes Ring.
I'm gonna look at Prince and say, I do quite like the design of this mask, but it's a bit obvious for my taste. I don't suppose there's a possibility to get it redesigned to look like glasses or a rose eye patch.
Well, when you attune to the item, you can shape it how you wish.
I shall do that.
Remember, because that's what we do for that is.
I forgot about that.
Yep. It is something that makes it easier, because, like, say someone wants to benefit from 2 boots, and they're attuning to those boots, then, yeah, no, you can just make it into something else that accompanies it. So you can have these wrap around your glasses when you attune to it.
Yeah, right.
So your AC stays the same. It's just your saving throws go up by a number.
Um. do- Um.
1 second, I'm just going into your saving
Yeah.
throws.
Yeah. Is that all four, or do I have one left? Because I mean, here's the thing: the Gentleman's Umber Shield, like the primary function, I can still do without attunement, but that advantage on initiative is also looking a little tasty given current circumstances. But I do
Because
think,
right now you're, with all of this, you're only attuned to the Cloak of Displacement.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. So it would just be reattuning to these other items, or attuning to these other items. I do think, while I do like the Gentleman's Umber Shield, like I said, the primary function I don't have to be attuned to.
You do
It's
not.
just so I do think the Fate Shears take it precedence over that, given
It's a good da-
circumstances.
It's a good dagger. I'll have to look in how to get you your plus. I'll have to talk to Zach on how to get you the +1 to your saving throws.
All good.
But yeah, we'll put that in there. All right. I think that's pretty much everything for shopping. Black market is kind of redundant now because you guys have like
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. We just got a lot of good shit. That's like, and we did it legally. Um, I'm going to
Yeah, you
sort
won't
of
need their help just yet.
yeah. I'm
Smile.
gonna get as we're getting ready to leave, I'll sort of say to Prinz,
Mm-hmm.
sorry we got sorry I didn't trust you when we first met. You can understand why I'm typically on guard.
Perhaps a
It's
show
a
of good faith. Then, and everyone else is gone. Come with me to Whispers.
oh. Shit.
Ah,
The world may never know.
I've been sitting on that for a while, and I picked the perfect person to describe it to. All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing
boy.
much. She just got to see. I can tell you this. And Lapis can't not go into details for now. He got to see
Yeah.
Dubois' face,
Oh,
Yep.
neat.
Oh,
real
Cool.
face.
lucky.
Got some questions in the head now, I imagine, and you're probably putting two and two together.
A little bit.
But yes, you return to Ivelia, and you guys give Oakley the things he has purchased.
Thank you.
I attune to all my new goodies.
All right, and I'll be adding those as soon. Some of those are easy for me to add. Some of those second or two, but I put the fake cutters on Gray's
Yeah.
sheet, so that shouldn't be too hard for me to put back on. Yeah, I'll be able to do that. And let me just delete the ones that you don't have to save you some space.
Hooray.
I
I don't think I've ever removed the tiny tar, unless that's just the fact that
That's a
Pringles is
passive.
always around me.
That's a passive, so you're pretty good there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let me get rid of the
Speak.
He's been
Well,
doing stuff. He's all right.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. He's out gobbling more anti-magic flowers, I assume, for use for the group.
Oh, if no, he's being careful. He can only have so many in him before it starts to affect him.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, it can, because like
Good.
he is comprised of magic. If you guys went into a full anti-magic field, he'd be goo on the ground.
Oh no, buddy.
Oh, Maggie, you had something else you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Easily enough, you are able to get the enhancement surgery you desire.
Okay.
Just to, we're just gonna bounce over because it's pretty cut and dry. You're just paying for a service, and you would have learned about it easily enough. So you have, the enhancement of sympathetic binding for 3 use. What's your proficiency bonus right now?
Yeah, 3.
Yep, you have 3 uses of it. Period. Then the enhancement will fade. And you would either have to get it again, knock off. Let me look at my chart actually for her because I have the prices.
Ringland.
Yeah, 3,000. Knock off 3,000 for the enhancement.
Oof.
It's costly, but it's worth it for the 3 uses you get.
Me borrow gold, please.
Cassidy, who wants to lend this poor unfortunate wanderer gold?
How much gold?
It's 3,000 total.
Oh,
Okay,
I forgot
here.
to
Here's 3,000.
subtract 20,000 gold from the thing. Hold on, let me do that.
Yeah, I have too much gold. Here's 3,000. Just a flat 3,000. Please take it.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm done.
Alrighty. Cassidy, is there anything in particular you would wish to accomplish personally?
I wouldn't mind making some bombs, because that's all.
Easily
left to do.
enough. Roll me a d20 plus your level at advantage. Add your proficiency bonus.
Hold on, why is it doing that? Don't do that. Hell again. Here we go. Roll B20 and plus level and proficiency.
Mhm.
8 and 11 plus. That's not what I wanted to press. There we go.
23. Very 24. Roll me a d20. Flat d20.
Ooh. 5d20.
No, a
God
flat d20.
Oh, flat d20. Oh.
5.
No.
You make 5 fire bombs,
Ooh.
which were the ones you guys used in the Thunderdome. You have those.
Gotcha.
Neat.
Oh goodness, I think that's it.
That might be very handy soon.
I think, guys,
It's time.
it's time.
Oh
It
boy.
is time.
So I'm gonna gather your tokens there, and I'll have your updated ones when we actually start. But I will get you guys I'll give you guys your bearings of the map. Let me get some music.
Curly starts playing in the background.
Up night. Pringles will hide as a carry-on. As you will get quickly onto your ship and punch it, quite literally overnight. As you guys total only spent a few hours on the outside world and spent a number of days in here.
Yeah.
Enough for Muriel to finish your outfits. I would say was 4 days in here. But only a few hours outside, so you make it. You start traveling through the night and through the entire day. When you arrive at night, Yerona Manor.
I think Muriel slash Theophany is trembling a little bit, standing outside this manor again.
And give me 1 second, because I'm gonna get you guys all set. When you reach the door, first things first. Oh yeah, let me hide people. Surprise all. When you get to the door, a simple Sands of Nora guard, and there are multiple of them here, dressed in mostly formal yet combat-ready attire, will need all weapons and magic items.
Hmm.
Yeah. Can I say that I stored my fate scissors in Pringles? Because I feel like that is something Muriel would do for this particular event.
We'll say yes.
Yeah, of course, and hand everything over.
So yeah, I will let you guys keep your accessory magic items, but all magic weapons must be deposited over to the guards, who will put them in a bag of holding, mark it, and put it along the wall, and put it in these glass, almost like lockers, glass locker, put it in there, lock it, and a rune activates.
I will make a very important mental note of which locker ours was in.
And I'll have I'll have the Sands of Nora on the map next time, because I'll have your tokens updated next time. But you walk forward and push the doors open. And within the room, you see quite a spread of individuals, most of which are familiar to you all. But of course, pretend there are dozen, like 50 plus people here.
Yeah.
But you spot them. But there is, of course, you see over on this main area that has been retrofitted into a stage of sort, you see 3 people.
Oh, Raphael's over there. I forgot he was going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Theo.
That makes things a little... Well, it doesn't have to be tonight.
But you see on the stage Theodore. But he's
Yeah.
also accompanied by... And you see a few dozen people cheering for the center individual. Let me get his hand out for you all.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane, we got no brain.
Ain't never got no brain or nothing.
And you guys can make me history checks on the tiefling.
Okay.
History. Where
Oh,
is
I'm
it?
so good
Oh,
at
there it
that.
is.
Oh, this is the first.
Congrats.
Maggie, you can make one as well.
I don't know shit.
But you see, all of you, a red-skinned tiefling. And a few
Handsome.
other individuals are wearing masks, by the way. He's wearing a black crow mask. Black and silver robes. Cassidy, Nez, you would recognize this individual because they are shouting his name. Insane! Insane! This is Inzane, a famous bard that specializes in a newfound music known as rock and metal. You see he carries this long guitar, but it is made of metal in bits. It also looks like it could double as an axe, quite literally. And as he plays it, these electric energy notes come off of it and turn into different music. But Inzane is like I said, he is an up-and-coming famous bard. In the past few years, he has really struck out and has a massive following. But you would also see this individual.
Pretty.
You'd see a humanoid woman with hair that sparkles and shimmers in literally an RGB light pattern.
Gamer girl hair.
It's her, the
And
gamer girl.
her voice rings out into the area. And it's just the most mesmerizing voice you've ever heard.
I've got a question, Nakara.
You can ask that question next session. Well, you can ask
Damn
me.
it.
You can ask it to me when I end the stream.
Da-da-da.
But
Okay.
you can ask it when we end the stream. But we'll pick up here next time with a full crew for the season 1 finale. Part 1, most likely. Maybe just full finale, but I'm thinking this might be a 2-part finale of season 1 of Royal Flush.
Mm.
Woo! We did it.
Woo!
Also, Oakley, with your passive perception, you would see Aaron is getting ready to do something.
Of course she is.
Of course.
Oh, I wish we could keep going. I know we have time to at least, like, I know this is
Wait.
early to call.
This is normal time. What are you talking about?
I thought we usually-
10:30 is usually when we call it. We sometimes go to 11 if like we really need to. But
I feel like
I need everyone on board for what's going to happen because you are
Yeah.
not able to leave this room. You are in a locked location. Like this is a multiple cutscenes will play in succession kind of situation.
yeah, please make sure you set aside a ample amount of time to observe.
Yeah.
Yay.
But yes. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. There's also this guy. Don't worry about him. He's in the corner. Hold on.
What guy?
Hold on.
Okay.
Demarius?
Okay.
I'm trying to look around.
Hold on.
And I don't see a
Hold
corner
on.
guy.
Hold on. He is there. I don't think anyone is noticed him. You can't.
I've noticed.
You have. Good on you. You see also standing guard over most likely the songstress and maybe even Zane. This individual.
Oh yeah, he looks like a cool guy.
Mr. Twister. I don't see Corner Man. Are we talking about Raphael? That's the only Corner Man I see. Oh, Mr. Faust is the Corner Man?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay,
This
I thought we were talking about
towering
it.
8-foot tall armored individual in black armor.
Okay, you said I don't think anyone else has noticed him, so because I noticed Mr. Faust, I was just like, oh, that's just a big hulking guard, so I didn't pay him any mind.
Oh yeah, that's who you should be worried about. Anyways,
Of course.
His name tag sounds evil.
oh yeah, we'll pick up there next time. Bye-bye. Make sure to check out the
Bye-bye.
Patreon. Send a donation if you're feeling cool. Skibbity, as the kids say, I guess, these days. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.